Hello, welcome to Quirkcast, Minecraft Corner Episode 2, the Great Raceway.
Well,
This is McSlagan and my partner in crime,
Nubazane.
Nubazane. As you can see, we're kind of flying past quickly what we built,
That confused me
what we
again. So
laboured over.
I thought like, oh shit, this build is going really quick, and then it was just your flyover.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you speed shit up, I swear. You can make things seem like it didn't take no time at all. Now, I remember we received criticism on our previous video of how we sounded like retarded fucks. So I thought this was our attempt to
For a
redeem
couple of
ourselves.
comments in particular.
Yeah, so before we gloss over that, we'll just explain. This is the prototype that we had for this raceway. It was going to be more of a parkour jumping puzzle, but we decided to add more stuff in.
Yeah,
And
essentially.
the idea was to utilize the new slime blocks that have just come in under the patch.
But then we found out that they're utter shite.
Well, they're okay. I mean, they give you some bounce. They allow you to drop from amazing heights and not kill yourself, which is fantastic with some.
Yeah, I suppose.
And the fact is, you can actually use them to jump right or left here, but you need to get the jump right, which Joe is actually recording this and doing this right now, and he's not.
What do you
doing it
mean?
very
That's
well.
yours.
That was your footage.
That's
You
your
gave this to me.
footage.
No, it's from yours.
No, it's yours.
Bullshit. I will get this. I will actually prove it. But yeah, this is one of the ideas we had, like to have a puzzle that kind of crossed over itself, going up and higher.
Yeah, it was originally
so that you
sort
have
of
to use the same
inspired
block.
as a sort of parkour racetrack. Just like, and so we'd have a pit stop where you could go trip a wire and get some freebies. But it just didn't work, and we decided that would be really boring, so we put in a whole bunch of different elements. And we wanted also
Yeah,
to have a sort of turret in the middle where you could shoot people off, but it just didn't happen. Then
We
you
might try that with a different kind of puzzle later.
you went
because we think
fucking
that would just be too annoying.
crazy and started blowing the ground up. So
Yeah, because I wanted space for a raceway. We wanted a figure eight, and we wanted it to be like down in the ground to lead on from our last build, which you can just see there poking out in the corner.
yeah,
But I thought that it was best to have the world cut out beneath you, so that when you die, you just fall out of the world. It's just
It's
even better
humiliating.
than hitting the ground.
so what we're doing here is, well, Josh is recording me testing out this line pad to see how high we can go, and to how high is actually sort of easy enough to get to, which was great fun for you, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just watching you miss that jump for ages, because initially we were gonna have literally like horse racing, 4 booths to get to exit, and to jump onto 4 slime pads, and then whittle it down to a certain number to carry on the race.
I'm sorry.
We weren't gonna have that many slime
I'm sorry.
pads.
You watch horse racing?
No, I don't. I was just giving an example I could give.
How the fuck did you know that?
Have you never seen a horse race start? Just
No,
even
I've
clips on
I've
TV?
never seen horse racing before.
That's the least thing that surprised me about you. You never see Mrs. Doubtfire, so that doesn't shock me
The
anymore.
fuck is that?
Exactly. There's gonna be so much outrage. You have no idea.
I bet
And these are the
I
kind of
could
comments-
name loads of shows that you haven't watched. Have you
Right,
seen
go for
Faulty Towers?
I've seen that.
You have. Okay,
Yeah.
Red Dwarf.
Yes.
Walking Dead.
Yes, I'm watching that
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
you are. Shit, I remember. Game of Thrones.
I told you this
Yeah,
yesterday.
you did.
That I was watching that.
Game of Thrones.
Okay, that.
Yeah, suck a fat one.
It took you 4 or 5 attempts before you could find one. Okay. See, these are the kind of comments that make the others say we're retarded fucks. So, in preparation, I thought I'd get facts about things to make us sound a bit more clever than
You have to
we probably
repair
actually
to
are.
sound clever. It's amazing.
Yeah, and the only ones I could find were facts on bees, which I've already told so many people. I must sound like a weirdo, because I was so happy that I learned this fact, right, that I was telling loads of people, that when a bee ejaculates, it
Whoa.
could be audible to the human ear. That
Holy
it sounds like a
fuck.
small popping noise.
Holy shit. That's why.
So
I bet
if
that's
you're
why
wa-
beekeepers wear helmets so they can't hear that shit. You just walk
mean,
in and there's like a fucking massive orgy. It's like,
I-
oh shit.
Well, it's with the
That
queen.
even
it's not
sounds
really-
like I've just come back from camping and with the dog who's just sitting there just sucking his own cock, just like cleaning it, and he's got.
Oh, that sound is horrible. But as you can see, we're we're measuring up the pads. Now, this is an idea we both had, where we thought if we doubled up on the slime box, it would double the bouncing.
We thought we were
but
fucking geniuses here, though.
we thought we were the dog's bollocks with that idea, but
Nice.
it did not work, and we did not bounce.
No,
Higher than we
we were
normally
very
do.
disappointed. So
Absolutely disappointed.
what are we building here?
This is the combat pad where once they bounce off those slime pads, they have to land on this pad, and they either fight it out or kind of run and fight each other as they get to the next part of the maze. Because we just we were vindictive bastards, and we're putting the other two through this, so we just thought it'd be better just to let them get their aggressions out.
Yeah, and just try and fight each other, knock each other out. Might put a couple of mobs on there.
I really like this pad though, because it kind of reminded me of like an old arcade game in a sense. The way it's underlit. I don't know how to describe what I'm talking about here, but it just reminded me
Well,
of
the
that.
word underlit pretty much
the sea
is
lanterns,
quite straightforward, really. It's got lighting underneath.
Literally, yeah, because sea lanterns are actually fantastic for that now that they've added that in, because the redstone lamps did, if I remember, it did fuck all.
I don't know. I think they're okay. I think they're like the same as.
Well, they're not as good as that.
No, they are very bright. Yeah.
I mean, we used blue tinted glass as well to emphasize that, and we used red tinted glass above red wool to make sure the red was stood out. And this is part of Joe's idea of
color coordination. So
coordinating. That's the word.
Choreographing.
Coordinating like the entrance bit. Now this is the next bit, right? And I went back and I re-recorded what we've done on this because building it was so boring and playing it back was even more boring. So I just thought we'd just show the finished product, which is what we're doing essentially. But it's just essentially blocks and ladders. Oh, new name for that section.
Holy shit.
I am happy.
So
in America they call it chutes and ladders. They don't call it snakes.
Fucking retarded. I'm sorry if you're American. Why do you have to take everything that we make so fantastic and then call it weird shit?
Wait, why did you say it that way? Why do you have to take everything we make so fantastic?
What?
You just said, why do you have to make everything? Oh, no man, I can't even remember. This bit is the backwards and forwards lava jumps.
And
that
we were trying not to sound retarded.
I know we were trying not to sound retarded, but okay. If you want me to really go at it, I have another.
While you're finding a fact about fucking bees or whatever, this is a little puzzle. It's just I wanted to make it also you had to go backwards to go forwards, sort of thing. That's why those pillars are there. So when you're in that little section, you have to go to the next little section. But doing it all of the way through was just not really possible. So I sort of did a couple of different things with it, and you'll see the result of that in a second. So it was just more than just straightforward jumping.
Fire charges.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, this is the attempts. I think I go. I go first.
So what was your other interesting fact then? I'm curious.
That when a bee ejaculates, its dick gets ripped off.
You didn't go on a bee site by any chance?
No, honest to God,
or
I didn't.
An ejaculation site?
No, these were two separate facts found within like the same week. All listed under the Today I Learned.
If your
subreddit.
searches were about like interesting facts, and if Google's been using spiders, then it knows that you're searching about bees, or bees and penises. So maybe it's combining those two, thinking, oh, he often searches for bees and penises, so maybe he wants facts about bee penises. I didn't even know bees had penises.
They do apparently. I was very surprised.
I guess so, yeah.
This is my 12th fail, and this one's just unlucky. I blame it on my keyboard. I can't double tap the space bar. So yeah, now it's your turn. And you fail once, which you can see there by that amazing cutscene.
Yes.
Thank you, Phil. And there you go.
What do you mean there you go?
I was really... You know how upset I was with this? Because I could not get the grip of those things, and I could not jump.
That's because you're a big, stupid, bumbling fuck.
I asked Phil specifically to rig something up for this video, just to show my gratitude. Not my gratitude, my sentiment.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully it should come in now.
Oh? What a dickhead.
Alright, the next bit that we made, well, technically we made another part, which Joe was building while I was doing this, but we thought we'd show you this first. This was the TNT minefield, which is essentially a suspended line of obsidian blocks spaced out that you'd have to jump across, but It's filled in with wool.
It's
So the
filled
first
in.
person, what's so funny about filled in?
Filled in.
All right. Okay, one pun there, unintended.
1-0.
Um, but this is designed so that the first person who comes across it has like a piss easy time.
Yes.
And then he can press a nice little button at the end and blow off all the wool,
And
and
yeah,
everybody else is delayed.
everyone else has pretty much got a shit sandwich without the bread.
Speaking of food, your status. You said you ate a steak with a potato. How is that possible?
Okay, if you want to bring that up, you get a potato and you eat a steak in it. It's very simple. You just hold out the potato and put a steak in
You
it
made
and
it.
eat this. You use it as like an artificial hand, which you can eat afterwards.
You said, and I quote, "Can confirm that the best way to eat a lamb steak is indeed using a baked potato." You made it sound like the cutlery was a potato.
Yeah, it
That
was.
you have vegetable cutlery.
Oh no, not quite. It was a plate,
It was
essentially.
a so vegetable crockery.
What the fuck is a crockery? What?
It's that I'm blown away that you don't know what that term is. That is just a term for plates.
Why don't you call it a fucking plate then?
Because I thought there's a whole point of this was to sound smarter for the next video, so we don't sound so
The
dumb.
definition of smart. We've already crossed that bridge, to be honest. But talking about big dicks doesn't make you smart if you know a fancy word for fucking. But not even potato, is it? Fucking plate. I wonder.
No, that's
Are there
true.
any fancy words for potatoes? I bet there's not.
Potates? No.
What?
I have no idea.
Anyway, moving on.
But no, I think that's an idea that we should go on Dragon's Den with. You know, vegetable
What?
cutlery.
Oh, I thought you meant
You
a
can
fancy word for potatoes.
no, you could actually just
Here's an interesting
essentially
fact about
Yeah?
the Dragons. Peter Jones is 6'7".
That doesn't surprise me. Like he looks like he's 6 foot when he sat down.
I've never really watched Dragons Den that much. So anyway, this is the end of
Um,
pearly bit. I made little targets just to make sure that people weren't going to waste their pearls. So it's pretty easy, but it's just a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, the only thing we made difficult about this is that you've only got 3 ender pearls. So if you lag or you screw up, you have to take the long route, which is just it's not shown there. It'll be shown afterwards later. It's an obsidian pathway along the bottom, and you've got to climb a ladder back up to the TNT minefield at the start of it.
Yeah, so
So
just fuck it up.
adds like a minute onto your lap time if we're doing laps. But
I
you
don't
know,
think it's quite a minute. It's also if you just
no,
don't want to risk it, you just fucking go along the ladder.
yeah. This was us testing this part out, and I remember this clearly because we were on Skype discussing something. And you were just waiting. You'd opened Fraps, you recorded, and this is not paused. You were just waiting for me to throw the pearl for ages. I actually admire how long you actually waited, just sat there quietly.
was quietly just doing, just like, holy fuck, what is he doing?
But yeah, that,
Little kick up the bum.
but before we sign off, this just to say this is part 1 of 2. This raceway does go on for another, half a lap essentially. So look forward to that. Yeah, it was always. I was hoping you changed my game mode
Fucking
before I
dickhead.
did that, but I screwed up. All right, guys. This is Joe and Josh. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.